What's up, what's up? Welcome back to another haircut tutorial. This your boy Killer Chung, straight out of Concept Barbershop out here in San Jose, California. You heard? Today we're gonna do a number 8 blowout taper. Alright, so right now make sure you take down the top with a number 8 and you be extra careful and extra thorough with it. Make sure you get every single hair. You don't want them to go home and check the mirror and see that you missed some spots. Alright, they pay good money for this. Make sure you take care of them. Alright, so right now I'm gonna do the neck taper first. What I'm doing here is I'm creating a little bit of a curve to it so that I leave the side of the neck a little bit darker as I fade up, so when I line it up you'll see the line better. It'll pop out and it'll make your taper look even better. But as you go up, make sure you straighten out that line. Okay, so right now what I'm using is the magic clip. You know, I started this line with the clipper all the way closed, and now I'm going back and forth, and then I opened up the clipper probably about a quarter of the way, and I'm going up probably about a third of an inch, maybe even a quarter of an inch. Alright, and I'm doing that back and forth until I fully open the clipper. Alright, and that's the basics of this of fading. That's the basic foundation of fading. You start low, you open up, and you keep moving back and forth as you go up, and that's blending. Alright, the same for a taper. Once I've done that, then I move on to the next, and the guards go from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way up. Alright, straightforward. Alright, you see the line starting to straighten out a little bit. Alright. Okay, so that's the foundation right there. Now I move on to the 0 guard, and it's back and forth. Open it up a little bit. Back and forth. Open it up a little bit. Alright. And you want to gauge it with your eyes because every hair reacts a little different when you blend it. So gauge it. Alright. If you feel like you gotta open it more, open it more. If you feel like you gotta open it a little less, open it a little less. Now I'm on to the 1 guard, and again it's back and forth, and I slowly open until I'm fully open, and then I move on to here, which is the 1.5 guard. Alright, you gotta have some type of system to your method. Okay, so that's done for now. I'll come back later and I'll touch it up after I line it up. And so right now I'm doing the side taper, and it's the same technique as I did on the neck taper. I start my line. Alright. Start my line, and then it's the same technique, back and forth. And I'm going to clean up the sideburns for him. Alright, take that down. Make sure to take care of your clients, you guys. Sometimes, you know, just blend in that little sideburn just a little bit for them so they walk out and look like a decent human being, you know. Yeah, they didn't ask for any beard work or nothing like that, but just clean that up for them. And then I took that down with a Phillips Norelco down to the skin. And now I'm back into the fading, and it's the same technique, back and forth, open up the lever, back and forth, open up the lever till I'm fully open, and then I move on to the next guard. Alright. The only difficulty about this is that you have a small amount of working space, so you have to keep your fade very tight. Okay, keep it very tight. You don't want to take it too high, okay, because then it'll become a high taper instead of a blowout taper. Alright, he wants the hair to flare out as it blends up. Alright, so you have very little working room, so you gotta hurry up and blend before you run out of room. I'll probably keep the height of the fade at about right there. Okay, and this right here is the 1 guard, and right now I'm checking the side of it to see how much of an angle I gotta create as I blend out, and I'm using the clipper over comb technique. I pull the hair up and I angle it outward with the comb, and I cut it with the clipper. Alright, you dig deep, you pull out the hair, make sure it stands up, and then you angle it, and then you cut everything that sticks up and out from the comb. And that's how you use the clipper over comb technique. Dig in, angle out, and cut everything that's still standing. And now I'm on to the hairline, the lineup. I'm checking to see, I'm looking at it, studying it, and I'm setting my starting point, and then I'm gonna take the line towards the side that is up higher, and in this case it's to the right. And once I set that line in, then I go back again to the starting point, and then I match it to the other side. Okay, and now I'm on to the side. Alright, you want to angle out and away from the ears. Alright, you never want to take it straight down, okay, because that would look very, very bad. And worse, you don't want to take it inward. Definitely don't want to do that. So you always want to angle outward, away from the ear. Alright, make sure you make the corners super sharp. And after that, you clean up all the hair that's around them. So these clippers are zero gap, so they're very sharp. And so sometimes when I'm cutting, I gotta make sure I angle the clipper a certain way so that it doesn't cut the skin. Because if you angle it too tight to the skin, it'll cut the skin. And right now what I'm doing, similar to the lineup in the front, I'm setting my starting point. And the starting point is usually right above the ear because that's the highest point. Alright, and then I take it outward, and then after I've done that, I'm going to take the line to the back of the neck. Alright, and you see I'm using just the corner of the clipper a little bit at a time. Alright, you have more control when you use just the corner of the clipper when you're doing rounded areas. When you're doing straight area, then you can use the full clipper. Alright, you always have more control with the detail work when you're using just the corner. And now what I'm doing here is I'm cleaning up the hairline. Alright, so I'm leveling everything to the hairline. Sometimes there's hair still sticking out, that's behind the hairline, and you just want to trim that so that you can make everything around the area clean. This way your lineup will look sharp and crispy. Alright. After that, now that I set the lineup in, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do detail work, touch up work. I'm going to fade a little more to make it look even cleaner. Okay, now that I have both the line put in, now I know how to blend within the line to make it look even better. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and do the razor lineup. Make sure you stretch the skin so that you don't cut them. Alright. Do little strokes at a time. And this lineup right here, right behind the ear, is very important to helping your taper pop out, stand out, and look even better. Make sure you turn the client's head and you hold the ears down. Alright, that will help your taper pop even more. And there it is, you guys. Alright, that's the finished work. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Peace.